Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And do you struggle with managing your time effectively while knocking doors? Well, today's video, I'm going to go through the top 4 time management tips you want to focus on to get better results and manage your time effectively while knocking doors, so stay tuned. So one overall concept that you really want to get in your mind when you're looking for better results while selling door to door and knocking doors is that you don't want to spend too much time with the wrong people. One thing that we tend to find is that as newer sales reps come on board, they kind of have the mindset that they need to convince everyone to buy from them or force people into making a sale. And that's just not really the case. Your job is to find people that actually qualify for your time, that are interested and open to what you offer, and then just kind of bridge that gap. Be that messenger of good news and help them get started with your products and services when it's a good fit. And so when you spend time with those people that fit that category, you're going to get a lot better results. So the first tip you want to do to have more effective time management while knocking doors is to qualify your potential customers. So I'm just going to briefly cover some things to look for, what to listen to, but the first thing you want to look for is when they ask you how much is it. That's a qualifier. They wouldn't be asking how much it is if they weren't somewhat interested, so listen to that. The second thing you want to look for is them asking more specific questions about different products and services that you offer. You know, how does this compare to things at the store? How well will this work? Is this safe for my kids? You know, more in-depth questions that they're asking you about your products and services. The third thing you want to look for is them already owning a product or service or something similar, or maybe working with a competitor. The reason for this is that they already understand the value of your product and service. Then you can just simply show them that it's normal that people switch over or use your product instead of whatever product they're already using, or maybe they get a second set of whatever you're selling. Maybe you sell knives or some type of appliance or something like that. The fourth thing that you want to do and look for when it comes to qualifying is that you actually observe a specific need that your potential customer has. So if you sell pest control, maybe you're seeing anthills around the yard or spiders in their eaves, right? Or maybe you sell lawn care and it looks like they're spending a lot of time on their own, or they're out mowing their lawn themselves, or it looks like they could use some landscaping, right? Whatever the case might be, you seeing a specific need for the product. So that's really, again, the first step to effective time management is making sure that your potential customer qualifies for more of your time. Now, the second thing that you want to do to stay on track and stay on target with talking to enough people is using the 3-door rule. You know, again, when it comes to door-to-door sales and knocking doors, you only earn income when you're actually talking to a person, right? To a potential customer that could potentially buy from you. That's the only way you're going to earn income. So you want to maximize your time talking with actual people, right, on the doors. So basically what the 3-door rule is you keep in mind that if you've ever gone to 3 doors in a row and no one answered, you just need to make sure that 100% that 4th door is going to have someone that could answer, right? That could be a potential customer for you. So basically how you do this is you're going to look for different signs of life, right, in the home. So maybe that's cars in the driveway, garage door being open, kids out in the yard, you know, the homeowner out in the yard, right? Different things like that. Look for signs of activity that someone is actually home, and then go to that place, right? Skip over other places where you might not know if they're there or not, and just make sure that that 4th person is always somebody that you can talk to. And again, sales is a numbers game. Knocking doors is a contact sport. So the more people you contact, the more sales you're going to earn, the more money you'll earn. So make sure that you keep that as a major focus. So step number 2 for more time management effectiveness, again, is that 3-door rule. The third thing that you want to do to have better results and manage your time more effectively while knocking doors is to use some sort of area management software, or keep track of yourself, who you're talking to, what doors have been knocked, who's home, who's not, right? So there's different softwares out there that can do this. Your company might have softwares or programs that do this. Or again, even if it doesn't, you can mentally, or again, maybe keep a notebook and keep track of, you know, who was home, what areas people said no, what houses said yes, what houses said no. And you can do a lot of things with that. You know, obviously if you know that people aren't home, you can re-knock that same area at a different time of the day and have a lot higher chances process of reaching somebody, being home at that house. If you're tracking things with an area management software or tools, you're going to know who's an existing customer. And that's one of the great advantages of door-to-door sales, is branching off from existing customers and talking to neighbors around them. And again, that's going to help use the bandwagon effect. People want to keep up with the Joneses. There's a lot of different advantages to doing that as well. So making sure that you're tracking who you're talking to, who said no, who said yes, so you're not wasting a lot of time talking to people that either already said no, that weren't interested, that aren't near existing customers, different things like that. So you'll maximize your time when you track things using area management software or tools, or doing it yourself manually. The fourth thing that you want to do to make sure you maximize your time while knocking doors is spending time following up with decision makers, and again, talking to the right people. Where a lot of times we find newer sales reps or ones that are struggling is that, again, they're kind of in that convincing mode, or I'm sure you've heard the fortunes in the follow-up, and that's a great saying, but you don't want to be following up and spending a lot of time with people that either aren't interested or aren't qualified, or again, aren't a decision maker when it comes to selling and knocking door to door. So again, how do you do that? Well, up front, you can basically do a couple phrases to determine if that person is the decision maker without being rude or pushy. You could say something along the lines of, hey, are you the decision maker when it comes to pest control for the household, or do you and your spouse do that together? Or again, are you the one that decides on things like lawn care, or is that your spouse's department, right? So you can determine up front if that person is a decision maker, and if they're not, that's totally fine. Just schedule another follow-up appointment when both parties can be there, or when the decision maker actually is there, because if you spend a lot of time going through everything, your presentation, your pitch, your value build with someone that's not a decision maker, often they'll just end up telling the decision maker without you, and you end up losing the sale. So make sure you spend that time talking to actual decision makers versus just throwing out your pitch and value build to everyone and hoping someone gets started. So when you focus in on those quality decision makers, you're going to earn a lot more sales faster, and again, save yourself a lot of time. Now, on top of that, you want to create a sense of urgency when you're talking with your potential customers. So again, one of the best ways that you can earn more sales is having some type of limited time offer or special discount or special offer for X number of people that get started that day. So maybe you have a couple spots open and your technicians are out the next day, and you're looking to fill those spots, and you're giving a discount for the first 5 neighbors that fill that spot, right? So in that example, there's a limit to it. It's for tomorrow, so they need to make a decision. They need to take action. So you create that Black Friday sense of urgency to help people get off the fence. Because again, if you emphasize that, anytime somebody says they want to think about it, or they'll call you back, or can I get a card? Do you have a website, right? That's all great, and you can certainly direct people to that, but just let them know, you can call us back, you can schedule an appointment a week from now, that's totally great, when you see the value in what we do, but unfortunately, I only have so many spots for tomorrow that are gonna get that discount. So, when you come back down the road, you're gonna end up paying full price, which is fine, but if you are interested and like to take action now, you can take advantage of that great discount or special offer that you might be offering at the time. And so what this can do, a lot of times you might get a nice no, or somebody that says they want to think about it, or they'll call you, or they want a card, but that's really just their polite way of saying no, rather than them actually being interested and that you should follow up with them. So by creating that sense of urgency, having those limitations of only so many people can get a special discount, whatever the case might be, it can get those people that are actually interested to take action now rather than thinking about it. And so again, that can help weed out those people that aren't really interested, and you can spend your time following up with quality potential customers that are ready to buy, that do want to get started. So again, those are really the 4 key things that you want to focus on to have better time management and be more effective with your time while knocking doors. So again, qualifying your potential customers, using that 3-door rule, focusing on area management, and then again, following up with decision makers and using that sense of urgency to make sure that your follow-up is the most effective it can be. So again, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share, and be sure to subscribe to our channel as well to get the latest tips and training for knocking doors and door-to-door sale. And then also, if you happen to be looking for a new door-to-door sales opportunity, our company is hiring, we're expanding, looking for some new leaders to work with. So if that sounds like you, definitely head on over to d2dmillionaire.com/work with D2D. Just fill out that application there and one of our team members will get back to you and see if it could be a fit working with us and our team. So again, if you'd like to check that out, once again, you can head to d2dmillionaire.com/work with D2D. And then, like I said, fill out that application there and we'll get back to you about seeing if it could be a fit working with us and our organization. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.